KTFO Fights brings us our next matchup. Jay, it's the bantamweights. Irvin Averbukh going up against Lee Rasanen. You got a chance to talk with Lee Rasanen backstage. A quiet kid, but very confident. What do you see in this matchup here?
I see a kid who's trained very hard, and he comes in here very confident. And like any fighter, they're ready to get in there and do their job and put on a show.
Averbukh, Rasanen, KTFO Fights coming up next.
Irvin coming out to the cage here, Dan. Interesting choice of a walkout song. You don't really hear fighters coming out to the piano to an MMA fight.
Listen, they call boxing the theater of the unexpected. MMA is just the same way. You got to figure a lot of guys like to get pumped up. You also got to calm your nerves. And there's nothing more soothing than the sounds of the piano keys. So we got a bantam bantam match here between Irvin Averbukh, it's a tough one, and Lee Rasanen. Irvin getting some final instructions from our wonderful cut men. Should be an interesting fight. We're coming off of some really, really good fights tonight. Very strong card. Back-to-back decisions, which I've been in every single KTFO event, Jay. I've never seen back-to-back decisions. Usually it's a KO, some type of submission.
Well, yeah, I think the more fighters, the more cards we do, the more fighters that are gaining more fights, the smarter they're getting, the more experience they're getting. They don't just go out there and throw 100 punches in 20 seconds.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, Lee Rasanen.
Lee Rasanen coming out of Fusion MMA. He's 1-1, 26 years old, has been training MMA for 2 years now. He is trained by his uncle, who we have seen perform here at the KTFO Fights. I got a fun little fact here about Lee. He might be the toughest florist I've ever met. Lee willingly opened and told us that's his job. He's been working as a florist for the past 5 years. He loves it. Compares himself to Donald Cerrone. Pretty interesting comparison. Pretty interesting comparison. We'll see. He looks confident, Dan.
Right, you have Irvin coming into the piano music, and you got Lee Rasanen performing as a florist when he's not training. You gotta love the sport of MMA.
One thing that I think about, Dan, is if you're a fighter, would you rather fight right away, or would you rather sit in the back and wait like these two have for a while?
100% fight right away. But what do I know? I've never been in a fight in my life. Let's throw it up to our ring announcer, Ryan Peterson.
KTFO 13, tonight's fight is sanctioned by the USMTA. Sanctioned rep in attendance is Mr. Tom Kilkenny. This bantamweight fight is brought to you by Also Machina and Brownstone Brewing Company, the official after party of KTFO. And now, set for three-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'6" inches, weighing in at 134 pounds, with an amateur record of 1 win and no losses, fighting out of UFC gym, Irvin Averbukh. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'7" inches, weighing in at 134 pounds, with an amateur record of 1 win and 1 loss, fighting out of top or bottom MMA, Lee Rasanen. Referee charge reaction, Mr. Laszlo Bouvet.
All right, here we go. Cage doors closing. Irvin Averbukh, Lee Rasanen. Bantamweights, 135 pounds, co-main event. Let's go. Both fighters coming out swinging early.
Irvin with heavy pressure on Lee. Lands a nice outside leg kick and another outside leg kick. Those leg kicks. Ooh, a spinning back base just missed from Irvin.
Nice leg kicks landed. Didn't seem to phase Lee at all. At least he didn't show it. He got a really good poker face. It's pretty clear what the game plan is early for Irvin. Leg kicks and a lot of them.
Yeah, he's very aggressive. He's throwing the leg kicks, and he's following it up with strikes, which you don't see often. You see a lot of fighters throw the leg kick and then they back away. He's very aggressive with the legs, then the strikes.
Is it just me, or is there a little, looks like a little redness around the right eye of Irvin? Oh, big overhand right by Irvin. Didn't seem to phase him at all. Nice left by Lee.
Irvin is throwing a lot of big power shots, but they're not technical. They're very loopy and they're not straight. If he would just straighten his punch out, he would land it more.
1 minute 45 seconds remaining. Round number one. Lee Rasanen, Irvin Averbukh. Early on, Irvin throwing a lot of strikes. It almost looks like Lee is trying to time him. When Irvin comes in for a leg or a punch, Lee's firing back himself.
Lee is doing a nice job of being patient, he's moving, he's eating the strike, but he needs to counter. So, yes, it's good to be patient and wait. Oh, Irvin just rocked him. Irvin just rocked him again. But Lee doing a nice job. He looks okay. Eating those strikes.
I mean, this kid Lee Rasanen's got a game face if I ever seen one. Taking big blows, but Jay, you made a very good point here. It's one thing to take the shots and circle out, but if you're not scoring yourself, you're ultimately losing the round. So it'll be interesting to see how Lee adjusts to the aggressiveness of Irvin.
Yeah, Lee needs to do that again. He just had a nice 1-2 combo to back Irvin up. If he stands back, Irvin's going to throw these leg kicks. He's going to throw that front kick like he just did. He needs to pressure, or he's going to his two legs are going to fall off. Irvin is swinging for the fences. Oh, my God.
Talking to a lot of fighters, one thing they always say, when you throw and miss, it's very painful and it takes a lot out of you. So like you said, you're almost seeing the same speed on every single strike thrown by Irvin. So maybe he might gas out if this fight goes to distance.
If Lee doesn't pressure, he's gonna get hurt. Oh wow, what a huge leg kick to the body. You saw that really hurt him too. He really turned into the second one, so he took the leg kick in the back rather than the stomach.
What a round for Irvin Averbukh. Pretty much doing whatever he wanted on the stand-up. Lots of legs, lots of big knees. And then I'm not a lip reader, Jay, but Irvin's complaining about his ankle. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he said his ankle hurts. Regardless, big round for Irvin.
Well, Dan, he was throwing bomb leg kicks from around the world. What Irvin did a nice job was he pressured, and he didn't let off the gas pedal. A lot of times fighters pressure the first half of the round. They don't continue up the entire round. They get tired. It seems like Irvin's gas tank is full, and he's going to keep pressuring. What Lee needs to do on the flip side is pressure. He cannot sit back and take these leg kicks. They're just too powerful. He's really going to get himself taken out.
Irvin Averbukh, Lee Rasanen, round number 2 of a bantamweight matchup here at KTFO 13. It's been an outstanding night of fights. Round number 2 is underway. It's gonna be very interesting to see how Lee, oh, wow. Big left hand landed by Irvin.
Irv is landing, he's not landing fully. He's landing with the side part of his glove. If he would just turn his wrist over, he would fully connect his punch. Again, with the left hand, it was kind of like a slap more than a punch. He needs to turn his elbow in and really fully connect with it.
Yeah, he's got to sit down on his punches. I'll tell you what, those knees have been landing early. Not a nice left hand landed by Irvin. But Jay, you're absolutely right. Irvin's throwing haymakers. Not all of them are landing flushly, because if they were landing flushly, Lee Rasanen would have been out of here a long time ago.
Yeah, Irv is doing a great job of now. Oh, big right hand by Irv. Takes his back, gets the takedown. Dan, he's got the rear naked choke in. Now he's landing strikes from the back. And Lee doing a nice job of breaking away. Lee is tough, man. Good job by Lee. But Irv back on his motorcycle and pushing the pace.
Unbelievable action there. Round number 2. Big time kick by Irvin Averbukh. I mean, there's not too much more that Lee's going to take in here. Referee Laszlo Huve keeping a very close eye on Lee Rasanen. The kid is tough, I'll give him that, but there's not much more of those blows you can take.
Lee is tough as an understatement. Oh, and he is knocked out. Irv completely knocked him out.
That is it. It is all over. Irvin Averbukh is your winner. Round number 2, TKO.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute and 51 seconds into round 2, your winner out of the blue corner, Irvin Averbukh.
We're here with the winner, Irvin. Wow, you put on a show. You did not let off the gas pedal since the bell. What was that, your strategy coming in?
Yeah, pretty much. I just wanted to keep attacking, just keep coming with kicks. I know I kick hard, so I know.
I know you kick hard too, but you got to give it up for Lee. He was one tough customer. He ate a lot of let's give it up for Lee, everybody. So using those leg kicks, that really opened up the knockout. Was that the game plan coming in?
Well, the game plan was pretty much see whatever he gives me, but the first punch he threw, he actually knocked my contact out. So I knew from that point on I had to just go before, I get the other one knocked out. So.
Well, you improve your record. What's next for you? Do you see yourself coming back and getting another quick fight?
Well, I'd like a title shot. That seems pretty good.
Another title shot. Irvin, I think you deserve it, man. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Both guys exchanging leather here. Ooh, big left hand. Oh my goodness!
Live MMA on Long Island. Tickets available at KTFO.com.